Da-da-da. Vishnu. We've got Vishnu. Hello guys. We are what are we? Where are we? We are still in Uluwatu. Oh, I've just got water all over her face. That's alright. It's been raining, but she needs some more water. Yes, we weren't sure if we were going out today or not, but the rain stopped. So we are. And where are we going? We're going to GWK. So that's
Garuda Park.
Garuda Wisnu Culture Park. Is that what it is? Yeah. GWK. So yeah, we're heading there now, just waiting for our Gojek driver man, and then we're going to head there. So GWK is like this big, well, it's a park, kind of like I guess like a nature park, with in the middle or somewhere in the grounds are like 2 or 3 statues. One in particular is massive. You can actually see it. I think it was like one of the first things I saw when I was on Seminyak Beach. You can see it all the way from Seminyak Beach, but it's actually in kind of Jambaran, or like in between Jambaran and Uluwatu, kind of in the middle of that like downward bulbous section. So yeah, we're gonna head there now, go check it out for a few hours. Should be fun. Why don't you come join us? Yeah, and I'll tell you a bit more about it, I guess, once we get there. Cool, catch you there. Okay guys, we are, well, just outside GWK, the cultural park. You can actually see the birdie man, well, Vishnu up there. Well, we just stopped a little bit earlier because we wanted to get some food and some lunch and stuff for when you take in. It's really noisy here, cars, things. This is kind of Jimbaran itself, so we're kind of like in a more city area, which is where the GWK is. But for now, yeah, we're gonna go get some food somewhere and then we'll get back in there. And try not to get run over. Yeah. Okay guys, so I just picked up this. It's like a nasi pastel with some stuff. I'm not sure exactly what was in there, but I guess like once we come to eat it, we'll find out together. No, I'm looking for Asha. I thought she'd come to this cafe here. She said she'd meet me there, but I can't find her, so I'll have to go look for her. Okay, apparently she's next door. Or something. Ah, there. Maybe I walked right past her. Who knows? Oh my gosh, now it's pissing down with rain as well.
It's like a milk. I have to take a picture of it.
Uh-oh guys, it's starting to rain a lot now. Look.
I think this is that storm that you predicted.
Yeah, there's supposed to be like some thunder lightning storm. I'm not too keen on walking in that. I just managed to get a coffee and a sandwich here.
How cool! It's really recycling really well. It's a very eco-friendly place called Ginger Root, if you were around. Very cool prices, very good prices finally, like a little bit friendly for the customer, and yeah, just a warm chocolate and banana pastry. A big one as well, and a really good coffee. So if you are near GWK, come here like a little bit down, and on the right hand side there's Ginger Root with some fresh juices, some like healthy shots, and then good coffee.
Cool. Hope you got all that, 'cause it's right next to this road here. So you have to get more rainy, it gets louder. I don't know, I'm gonna have a coffee as well. We're gonna wait for this rain to like dissipate a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I did see earlier like that there was a storm, a like thunder and lightning storm. I really hope that's not what this is, because I don't really want to be walking around. Like, this is too much for me to walk around in.
Of course.
Even with like umbrellas and...
No, it's like a torrential storm.
Yeah. This is kind of like, well, it's not it's quite monsoon, but it's definitely like feels like wet season situation.
Yeah, but it's actually nice to be out our area a little bit, because we were saying that we feel a little bit like stuck. So even coming to Jimbaran, it's nice. So hopefully we can still go to the park.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna get a coffee anyway before the rain stops. Okay guys, so I got a coffee. I've only had 2 coffees today, but yes, might as well have a third, a real one. Cappuccino. It was only like 33,000, so just less than £2. But apparently it's good. I haven't tried it yet. It's too hot. Asha's already eaten her pastry. She had like a chocolate banana.
A croissant kind of pastry thing.
Yeah, but it was massive.
And
only
with
10,000.
real food inside, like real banana, real chocolate, and also it's made by the family of the owner. So you kind of get like homemade breakfast pastry here. So yeah, so it's really good. Feels like an amazing French cafe, but it's actually Indonesian, which is great again. So come here to Ginger Root.
Ginger root. And it's ginger spelt in the Indonesian way, which is Ginger, yeah. Janje.
Yeah.
Which actually is different than what I've seen before as well. Ah, Jinjae. I've seen it as Janje.
Janja, yeah.
Janjah. Janja. Something like that.
I wonder what that means.
Anyway, blah 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 blah. I'm going to drink the coffee where the rain has kind of slowed down a little bit. I'm a bit concerned that it might do it again though, at some point. But I guess in there we can try and, if we get in, we can find something to hide under.
Yeah.
Maybe we can hide under Vishnu or something, he will protect us.
Yeah,
Maybe. Let's, yeah, coffee, and then I think we'll go try not get wet. Actually, the coffee is now cool enough to try.
Ginger maybe.
Yes, very good. And it has a little sunflower on it. Bit milky, but I guess, you know, it's well, just the taste of milk I guess is strange to me, because the only real milk we've been having lately is maybe powdered weird stuff, or like, yeah, but yeah, milk, coffee, good. Okay guys, so that was ginger root. Yeah, good coffee. I should say it was a good pastry. Now the rain has stopped. Look, ooh, gosh, almost lost you. The rain has stopped, so we're gonna head into GWK. Actually needs to update or add credit to her phone or something, I think. Yeah, okay, so we're just waiting for that now. Okay guys, so we're back at the entrance to GWK Cultural Park. Hello! So yeah, we're gonna go in and see, was it Garuda?
Cultural Park, GWK.
Garuda, and then the W stands for Vishnu, or Vishnu, the god of creation?
Creation.
The god of creation. And then Garuda is like the bird that he sits on. And you can see him just over there, maybe you can't. But we are gonna get a lot closer, so don't worry. Cool. Well, we're gonna head this way. I can't remember how much it costs, but
Around 125,000.
yeah, so it costs around 125,000. Apparently, I know that there is like different deals, whether I think you're Indonesian or a foreigner with a drink and a foreigner with food as well. So there's like different packages.
Also, if you're a child 1 meter high, you go for free.
Great. So yeah, we'll just cut me in half and then I'll be fine. Cool. Wow, and even these gates. Check out these gates. This is kind of, well, part of the entrance. Looks pretty cool. Here. And there's like a temple there as well. And then yeah, there's the drive-in temple. It is only, I think, made of fiberglass though. It's actually yeah, it's fake. It is fake, which is strange. But okay, that's cool. Still looks cool. Then there's, yeah, like I said, a temple here. And we kind of walk in this way. Ashley's just sorting out her camera situation, but you can sort of see how big these are here. Cool, okay, when we get in more, like, yeah, this is like the entrance, right? So, not too much going on. What's that? Oh, okay. Oh, that's the like the dancing kind of performance. The one and only, yes. Yeah, the dancing we went to the other night. They've also got it here every day at 6 p.m. Although it's every day there at 6 p.m. So I don't understand. But if you go to Uluwatu Temple, which we did once, I'll link that. I think up there. Yeah, it's like quite a cool performance. It's like traditional or semi-traditional contemporarized performance with like fire, but also so it's quite unusual for like for the Indonesian performances, because instead of using like, was it gamelan, which is like the kind of wooden xylophone and like instruments, it's actually 16 men or 50-60 men that just make all kind of vocal noises to kind of invoke, yeah, the feeling and I guess emotion of the performance, as instruments normally would. The soundtrack of instruments normally would on, let's say, a more traditional theatre, or let's say a European or a international performance would. Anyway, we're here. There's a deer.
My dear.
Look how big these snails are. Well, there's the snails around here. Massive. That's hard to tell, but it's, I'd say it's about 4 times the size of a normal British snail. Which is fair enough. Cool. So we're just in around here. You can see him. Let me just adjust you. That's him there. But yeah, we'll get you closer. Let's go. So already, like, you know, we're kind of getting the feeling of epicness, where like the walk up, so all this kind of behind me and like this way, you know, there's a doorway here, or like a gateway, but yeah, you already get kind of the feeling of like grandeur. You can see quite a lot of gardeners around, kind of you know, tending to the garden. Yeah, it seems very well tended to, which is really nice to see. Quite peaceful, kind of away from the main road. Yeah, but we're not even in yet, and here's like this big gateway here.
And also because it's raining, it actually is a nice smell and the nature looks more green. So don't be afraid of going on a rainy day. Yeah, it's true. I mean, hopefully it doesn't like pour down with rain like it did just before. I think it probably will at some point. But yeah, wow, look at the, kind of see how they're put together. Looks really cool. And also throughout like the entrance, you see just behind me there's a big like monitor lizard made out of, I guess, bronze, or bronze. It might actually just be fiberglass. I think it might be a fiberglass actually. But yeah, you can see this one here, and then there's a rhinoceros over here. Oh no, you can't see it. There, over there. There's also a deer. I can see, what is that? Like a buffalo over this side somewhere.
Oh, and like a jaguar or a leopard, like trying to pounce on it. So throughout, like there's kind of already there's all this interesting stuff going on, which is really good to see. There's a palm tree. Here's another kind of new antelope type situation. Oh yeah, and I have heard. See, so we've got like a. You can see here, just well, there we go. Ah, here, just about to come in there into view. Just here. I have heard that that's kind of a way you can kind of get around the park. I think it's free. It's actually free as part of your ticket. And they go around and around and around the park. Because the park itself is quite big. Yeah. And we're getting closer. Well, we can see him. I can see him through the trees. You won't be able to see him because he's in the trees. But we're getting closer, don't worry. So outside, we haven't quite gone in yet. The ticket center's just over there. But outside we've got these guys. One is called Winata. So that's like the mother of Garuda, which is the bird that Vishnu is sitting on over there. You can't see, but once we get closer. And then in the middle we've got, who's this guy? Bhagavan, who's the husband of Vinata, I think.
The father of all beings.
And is the father of Garuda as well.
And father of Garuda,
Yeah, so the father of all beings. And then this is
wives of Bhagavan.
Haru. Oh, the second wife.
Yeah.
Second wife. Okay.
It's a mother of 1,000 dragons.
Mother of 1,000 dragons.
Oh yeah, so these are dragon eggs.
These are dragon eggs here.
That's Garuda egg.
So I guess Garuda's eggs they're holding on to. You can see.
Okay.
Oh,
Next step.
here. Kind of makes sense.
Yeah, good, that good.
And I guess these, well actually as you walk through in here, there's all the eggs there. So Garuda being kind of a, I guess, dragon / bird creature. If I'm wrong at all, please comment down below and let me know. I'd much rather know than not. But yeah, we're not even in there yet. It does look like it is 125,000 or 100. So this is the ticket booth just here. Pretty cool. The whole place is actually really nicely well kept, well laid out. It was a bit confusing to kind of get to the ticket place because there weren't any signs as such. There were only signs to kind of the car park, because I guess they just expect you to be driving up on a car or on a motorcycle. Anyway, we're in the counter, in the queue for the ticket to get to the ticket counter, etc. We'll just do that. Okay, bye. Okay, guys, we are in like the little kind of little buggy thing. Little buggy. It is raining, so we're like all bagged up. And yeah, hopefully we'll just keep drying. Gosh, wow. These little golf cart things seem quite fun actually. I think it's kind of stopped raining a bit. No, it's still raining very much. But yeah, it's quite an epic park. You can't see it at all. You can't see it at all just because this is so dead. You're here. Gosh.
Thank you for using Garuda Wisnu Kencana's travel service. Garuda Wisnu Kencana station.
But yeah, so we're just on the go-kart thing, heading up to like the big guy, I think. I'm not sure which one we're going to. We're going backwards, so I don't even know what's happening. Pretty epic. Okay guys, so it is raining outside quite a bit. So we've just stopped in, I think this is like the museum area, and above us is like the big, this guy. Garuda Wisnu. Oh, Kencana. So it doesn't stand for culture. I thought it was a culture with a K. So yeah, this is GWK. Garuda Wisnu or Vishnu. Kencana. Yes, Kencana. Exactly. So it's actually quite new. Like, I thought like part of it, like the bit that you come through just now on the go-kart thing. Gosh, today my brain is not working. I apologize. It's the music. It's kind of like got me in a trance. But yeah, as you come up, there's kind of all these kind of more derelict, quite ancient looking type things. But this, or the statue itself, was actually completed in 2018. So really interesting actually. So I'll just read it. Known as an ancient local icon, the GWK statue depicts Lord Vishnu, the preserver of universal equilibrium, riding the great Garuda, his trusted companion, a representation of a human who endures a life of great responsibility. So it's kind of it's supposed to kind of remind both Indonesian and it says international visitors about kind of, I guess, the responsibility of us as humans to take care of the planet. So yeah, it comes with kind of a environmental, I guess, message, which is really nice, really nice. Cool. And like, so here, like, I'm not sure, but I think these are, okay, so here, as behind me, are all kind of the those are Hindu gods, which great. Like, I always kind of want to know more about these guys. It'd be nice to have a book. Maybe they have a book here for sale. I don't know. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm a bit, my brain is a bit fried for some reason. I don't understand why. Maybe I need some water or something. Let's see what we can do and get my brain working properly, eh? But until then, I'll just go and I'll go around and like film all these guys, because there's like these little models of all the gods, I think, which are really interesting. And they look amazing. So Asha just pointed out that some of the statue, I'm not sure how much of it, was kind of first actually made in Bandung. So Bandung, where we've been, on Java, and then it travelled like over 1,000 kilometers, 1,121 kilometers, all the way from Java, Bandung, to here on Bali, and just above us. So it's travelled just as far as us. Well, we travelled a little bit further. We went all the way from Jakarta, didn't we? But yeah, really interesting. And also, well, just over here, there's kind of a poster here which compares the sizes of it to other other copper statues around the world. So it's actually the 4th largest, apparently, copper statue in the world. Although I think that may be because it's sitting on top of like what we're currently inside of. It definitely is as big as the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty itself sits on top of like a plinth. And you can see here, so the next one up technically is in Burma? Not sure if I've seen that one. Made in 2008. No, actually it was made after I was there. So. There's a couple more, one in China, one in India, but yeah, I would actually say, so yeah, as you can see here, like this is Christ the Redeemer. That there is Statue of Liberty. And this one's here Garuda. But you see, like backwards there, that from there to there is actually about. No, it is bigger than the Statue of Liberty, but I wouldn't say it was bigger than this, to be honest. Unless once you took the plinth off, obviously it would be shorter. And then I don't know. I think they're cheating, but who knows? I mean, it's still really cool and it's still really big. But yeah, it sits on top of this. Cool. Well, this is actually really cool. It's a nice break from the rain. I think the rain might have even stopped. And there's not too many people around. Maybe it is because it's raining. These are pretty cool though. You can see all the masks around. Looks like you can actually buy them as well if you want. So that one there, for example, is 2,800,000. And all these here are for sale. Apart from that one, which is actually sold already, I saw. But like, for example, this one is 8 million. 8 million if you've got that. It's all in Indonesian, so I'm not sure. This does say that it's Surpanaka. We're all quite demonic, or you know, quite scary actually. You know, they're kind of coming out. Looks like there's one. He's coming out of the back of this guy, and then there's this guy just hanging out on the cow there. Really cool though. I really like them. They're very, very violent, very sinister looking. This guy's pretty scary. Yeah, pretty amazing. But yeah, they're all really cool, really intricate little kind of models, I guess, of all the various gods. Like we were saying in like a different video, it would be really great to be able to find a book in English of all, I guess, the Balinese Hindu gods. Like, very interested in mythology, reading a book on Greek mythology at the moment. So yeah, if I could exchange or, you know, change that. Maybe they've got the books here. They may have. Let's try and find out, shall we? Anyway, I'm gonna go back, film a few of these guys because they're just epic. And then I'll get back to you, and then we'll probably head outside and try and see Garuda and Vishnu. Cool. Apparently Asha has already asked about perhaps getting a book here about the Hindu gods. Apparently they don't have any, which is a shame. And the guy said perhaps in Denpasar we could get one. I don't think we're really going back there anytime soon, but maybe, you know, we'll be able to find some bookshop somewhere along the way. If you know of any, maybe just comment down below and we'll try and get yeah, like a Hindu mythology book, which would be really nice. Really nice museum actually. Yeah, as far as museums go, I was a bit hesitant actually when Asha said, oh, there's a museum there, but I think like there's a timeline and it sort of explains where everything comes from and all the different parts and bits and pieces. Too much for me to kind of relay back to you, but you know, like each individual piece, you know, just where they've come from and like what they're made of and how much they weigh, and then even just to have all these models of like the Hindu gods is pretty amazing. Like, it just doesn't feel like an old stale museum, you know, like some sort of museum would. It's just really interesting, engaging, I feel. I should just went and got a water, so I think with our ticket you get like a free drink. So I'm gonna go find my ticket for my free drink, and then I think I might actually tuck into that parcel thing, the rice and etc. that I had got outside. Yeah, cool. We'll see what is going on with Asha. Yeah?
I'm scared of that one.
Well, they're all scary. They're all very scary. Yeah, it turns out actually the drinks here are not part of that ticket. We have to go to the restaurant. I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. Okay, we're gonna go see Garuda and Vishnu now, which is literally just above us. We're gonna go outside. The rain has stopped. I'm probably gonna have some of that nasi parcel though, so I am hungry. Okay guys, check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. What have we got in here? So this is like a nasi parcel. So there's like in there nasi. Nasi is of course rice, and it's got some crispy stuff. I think she put like an egg or like a kind of an omelette-y thing in there. There's two, like I can't actually, it's impossible. I'm perched on like an edge. You'll have to just believe me, and I'll just have to eat it. But it's like 10,000 over there. There's all sorts of goodness in there. Yeah, so there's the egg. There's a bit of like beans and like green stuff and food and rice. So yeah, I'm gonna get that in me, and then I think you can actually go up the top maybe of the steps. Yeah, and then yeah, so we'll go up there, have a walk around, and maybe go around down the grounds and stuff as well, and see what we can do. Okay guys, food is done. We're outside. The man, the myth, the legend, Garuda and Vishnu up there. I think we're going to try and get up. Higher, or up kind of in this bit, or there's like another section up there, and then you can kind of climb up inside. I'm not sure if you can climb up inside him or them. There's also a couple of these creepy fellows out here. Yes, him. This is like the entrance to the museum where we were just before, and obviously, yeah, there's another green dude there. We've got some nice like water fountains, water features, like leading up to it, which is really cool. Does kind of make me want to go to the toilet, but that's maybe part of its charm. I'm not sure. But look, then we've got this guy. Here he is. Pretty epic. Not sure if you can see from this angle, so Garuda is like the bird there, and sitting on top with the crown is Vishnu. And then over here somewhere there is another part. So we've got Plaza Garuda, if you can see that, and Plaza Vishnu. So both these are kind of like part of the big larger statue, but just in sections. I think they were kind of maybe just brought here as like either replacement parts, or just so that we can kind of get a bit closer, because actually when you're here, just to capture it all, it's so far away. Doesn't look like there's anybody actually out walking around in there, so maybe you can't go there anymore. But yeah, it's pretty amazing, pretty epic, and like it's amazing because it's also I'd never heard of it. Nobody, well, at least on my YouTube studies, really mentioned it. But it was one of the first things I sort of saw as we came to Seminyak Beach. That first night, we were just sitting on we came out onto the beach for the very first time, sitting on the beanbags, and then could see it. So from the beach, so Seminyak Beach is like that way somewhere, and I could just see this like sticking out of the thing, and actually asked the guy who was serving us, who was running the bar. I said, "What is that?" He said, "Oh yes, that's GWK." And I had no idea. We're finally here, and it's pretty epic. It's amazing, actually. I thought it was going to be a bit more ancient, like maybe some other things that I've seen around the world, but you know, this is actually quite new. So it was completed 2018, like I may have said before, but it's still, you know, it doesn't really take away from any of its epicness. So do come down. It's 125, and then for the little go-kart thing, it's another 40. Definitely worth it, particularly if it was raining, because we'd be covered in rain by now. It would be completely soaked. I'm not sure where Asha's gone. She's just disappeared. I'll try and find her. Okay guys, so I've just come out back through the museum because I just went to the toilet. Now gonna go find Asha. I don't know where she went. Well, I do know where she went, but I don't know where that place is that she's gone. I think she went to Vishnu Plaza, which is this way somewhere. So like I said, kind of these parts, so part of the Garuda and Vishnu are like also separate around the grounds. Yeah, the grounds are pretty epic actually. Like this, you know, when you're coming up on the kind of golf cart thing, a lot of ground to cover. So I definitely, I mean, we're kind of walking back down, but like if it's raining like it was when we came, I definitely recommend taking it. It was just 40,000, and I think worth it. Actually, I think from this vantage point here, like it's actually better kind of to see, because you can kind of, you know, spread out a bit more. When you're underneath it, directly underneath it, it's kind of elongated, you know, so you're kind of a bit more, I don't know, looking straight up at it and not seeing much of it. But here you can actually see the full animal, full Garuda. You can see there's like this body of a human, and then there's these wings coming out, and then there is Vishnu sitting on top. It's pretty cool. You can't go up there, so seeing this sort of section here, I thought you could go up, but it turns out you can't. I think that bit is in renovation at the moment, which is a shame. But yeah, it's a bit like, I mean, even the Statue of Liberty, I think, has like certain tiers. You can like go up, and there was one section where you could go into its torch. But I think even when I was there, don't know when, don't ask me when, a long time ago, 2012 maybe, that was under construction, or it was, yeah. So I think it's still, as this was only kind of opened in 2018, I think there are still things that they're kind of sorting out. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, we're heading down to Vishnu Plaza. Vishnu Plaza. Like I said, pretty cool grounds. I really like these steins here, like these, those. I don't really understand what they are as such. They look older than this, but maybe it's just the way that it looks. Reminds me of maybe something I saw in maybe Burma, I think, some like, you know, really ancient looking thing. But then you look at how it's actually built, this, and the kind of thing here, which makes me think it's like done by a digger, so actually it's quite new. Maybe some of it's like ancient, maybe it's a mix. I don't really know. Not really too much explanation as to what that's all about. There we go. Look, I see Vishnu there. Oh, you can see the back of him. Cool. Okay. Well, Asha's down here somewhere. Let's go find her. So yeah, you can really see it here. Look. Oh gosh, got a man coming at me. See these like rocks and stone, like, I don't know, it's like mountains just been carved out, and then obviously there's various touristy things tucked away inside them. Don't really understand why that would be, why they've done it like that, where it's all cut out, and then there's like these kind of things. I mean, it's epic, it looks amazing. Maybe that's why, maybe it's an aesthetic thing. I think I'm going in that one. So yeah, it's almost like a maze situation. Reminds me of what was that program called? It's like a movie. I think it was called The Maze, or I don't know, something like that. Where they're kind of walking around places like this, and they kind of change, and don't know what it's called. Even festoon. They're not on. Obviously, it's daytime. A bit like at night, like because I think they light it all up at night time as well. So yeah, that would be pretty epic with all these festoon lights lit up everywhere. What's a bit strange is that they're playing music. The music has bird songs in it. But yeah, you can see here. How cool was that? So yeah, just up here, like I said, is Garuda, and then there is Vishnu. I'm gonna go up these steps. Usher's actually down there. She did say she was gonna wait for me up here, but she didn't. Guess she got impatient. I was taking time. But yeah, gonna go up there and check it out. Looks epic. So here is the Garuda, or at least part of. So you can see the whole thing over here, over there, and so he is sitting on this. What I find really interesting is just how it's made, like each bit. So each section, it's like only like this, like that, like literally, you know, like a, I don't know, 10 centimeter, 5 centimeter by 5 centimeter section that's then been welded together. Really interesting. Obviously this would be going into like some sort of frame that's at the back, so that's probably holding it together. But the yeah, just the intricacy you get, like I've never really seen like, yeah, this kind of like arc welding, or yeah, the welding in like a statue like that. Usually they're like kind of forged as whole pieces. I guess because it is such a new, like a modern piece, like they use welding, as opposed to like some of the other ones that I've seen, which are maybe hundreds or even thousands of years old. Really interesting. So it's like a modern version of that. Cool. Look at him. Epic. Epic, epic. I think, what did I read? Hang on. So yeah, the statue itself is like 75 meters, and then it sits on a pedestal, making the whole structure 121 meters. Massive, massive, massive. And here I'm just walking up these stairs, getting to Vishnu Plaza. You can see him over here. This is like the full sculpture, and here is Vishnu himself. Let's just go around the front. Around the front, around the front, around the front. Gosh, getting a bit. Need to do some more running, I think. One thing about living around Uluwatu, or even most of Bali, you know, because there's no footpaths, like it just seems so difficult to go for a run. Which really is annoying, actually, for me. So there we go. Anyway, Vishnu. We've got Vishnu. Yeah. So as I was kind of saying before, the Vishnu is the creator god, and then Garuda is like a half animal, half human, and he rides upon him. So you can see him over there, right? And that, like I said, kind of represents God, like the creator god, I guess, of the world, and then this kind of, yeah, the go-between of nature and human. So, you know, it's kind of this thing of, yeah, really preserving nature and looking after the world that we live in. So that's really nice. Yeah, there's a nice moral, shall we say, in all that for us. Cool. Wow. Let's check out the rest of the grounds. Oh, wet puddles everywhere, so do watch out for them. Cool, I'm gonna... That's enough for me for now. Okay, so I think we're gonna go try and find the performance, if we've got enough time to see some of it, maybe. I found Asha at least. Look, there she is there.
Hello.
Wow, this looks really nice down here though. Kind of like water garden area. Down around here, check it out. Sounds like the performance is down here somewhere though. So yeah, this is kind of, so to get to the performance, I think you just come to where Vishnu Plaza was, and then you come just down the stairs. Some things down here. The epic wall there. Amazing garden here. Okay guys, so this is kind of like a, well, who is it? Lakshmi Pantung Siwi Lakshmi. Might be saying that wrong. Actually, Asha knows. What's it called?
So this is a goddess Lakshmi, and she is a wife of Vishnu, and she's a goddess of prosperity, fortune, good fortune, and anything to do with abundance, kind of like with your business, with money, with health, with like just prosperity basically. So yeah. Cool.
And so in here, like it does say, like if you throw a coin in and make a wish, basically it's kind of like wishing well, wishing fountain. Hopefully it'll come true, or it will come true. They say. So let's give it a go. Yay! Wishing. Actually took me a while to come up with a wish. So I'm kind of already doing, I guess, what I wish. Which is quite amazing. I guess just, you know, maybe you're not supposed to tell. Maybe it's a secret for yourself. Okay, I won't tell you. But you might work it out one day. Here's serpent running down here. So that looks like the exit that way. Okay, so then we kind of come out from this bit, which is down the steps from these guys. Don't actually know where the performance is exactly. I think you have to go out through the performance. I think Asha went this way though. But yeah, this here is called like the amphitheater. I'm not sure why or what for. I believe it's called the amphitheater. I might be wrong. Maybe heading towards the amphitheater. There's Asha. I found her. Oh yeah, she's taking that. There he is there, look. Yeah, so now we're kind of heading out. I think you have to head out to get to the performance place. Like I said, they're kind of doing renovations all over the place. There's Asha there, look. Asha.
You can join.
Uh-oh, we're getting selfied. Okay guys, as you can probably hear behind me, the performance is just through there. I'm not exactly sure which performance this is. But yeah, gonna go check it out anyway. I think it's already started. That is the amphitheater, as you can see there. So that wasn't the amphitheater. This is the amphitheater. Makes more sense. And here's like, I guess some things of Garuda that we'll come and have a look at later. Okay guys, so that was the performance. I mean, we missed kind of half of it, or more than half of it. But yeah, really cool. Yeah, I assume maybe that's what they're going to do with the rest of it even. Yeah, it'd be really cool. Imagine that all the rocks were all like carved like that.
That story.
Yeah. Maybe that's what maybe that is what they're doing.
Maybe.
That would make sense. It makes more sense than just like chopping bits of rock out of for no
But
reason.
I love those ropes. the way
Yeah,
they
yeah,
are.
but they make no sense. Why have they done it? Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. I think we're gonna try and get our free drink from somewhere, wherever that was, and then get back in a Gojek, get back to our place. I might go for a little swim or something. I don't know. But look, here you can see. Maybe it's easier to see. So there, that's Garuda there, and then that's Vishnu. That's kind of like a, I guess, a smaller market version of the larger piece. Okay, that's pretty much it, guys. I've lost Asha again. Gosh, I'm losing her all over the place today. Let's go see what we could do. Find her. Oh, there she is. I found her. I found her. Don't worry. Oof. There's a bit of construction work going on here, but I just wanted to show you this, and this epic wall here. I'm not sure what it's showing exactly. Obviously some sort of mythology. It's amazing actually. Spray paint. Spray paint. Some sort of demon things. Guys hunting this dude here. Maybe that's the golden deer. I think that's the story of the golden deer, maybe. Yes. It's one of the myths that we saw in the Uluwatu temple. Okay, we're going on the hunt to find that free drink. Let's see where we are. See, it even says here. Free refreshment. Gosh, they make you work for it though. Cool. I think it's just in this place here. We have to go all the way to the restaurant, find it, but we'll get there. We're almost there. So we got a free drink. There's Asha relaxing with her free drink. And we're overlooking this amazing view. Actually, it kind of like puts everything a bit in perspective. Hang on, I'll just put my drink down and I'll let you know what's going on. So, can you see anything? No, you can't. Okay, so over there is like the airport, and then kind of in the clouds, just behind, there's like, well, just in front of the airport, there's like Jimbaran Beach, then there's the airport, then past it is Kuta Beach, and somewhere in the middle there is Seminyak, and somewhere out over there is like Canggu. And then over this, yeah, and then somewhere over here, up, probably past the clouds is Ubud. And then this Panita is maybe somewhere over there. Which is where we're going in a few days time. Still got a few days here in Uluwatu just to kind of hang out. Yeah, I mean everything is quite close. Like I think it is actually closer than what the roads let it be, because the roads are kind of like winding, right? So actually, as the crow flies, as they say, it's like 10 kilometers, but it's actually 20 or 30 kilometers. And because also the roads are so windy and there's traffic, also 20 kilometers takes 1 hour, as opposed to, like, you know, somewhere else it would take 20 minutes. Anyway, so where are we? We're kind of out. Uluwatu, where we are, is kind of out that way somewhere, or even further. I think it's behind over there. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We're just gonna. Oh, I just finished a drink. Okay, I've got to catch up. Finish my drink. Always been behind today. Feeling all behind all the time. Feeling behind. But we do have to get going soon as well. So, but the drink is free refreshment with your ticket.
For my guitar.
Oh wow. So for like, Asha's got like a hard case for her guitar. She likes collecting stickers and putting them on there. So if you got any stickers, send them over to somewhere.
Yeah. Where do I go? I'll just stick here.
Wow, it's very sweet, very sour. Just the thing you kind of need after walking around all over there. It actually got really hot in the end as well. Like once the rain stopped, it got really hot. Still cloudy, but that's probably better than it being like exceptionally hot. Look at those clouds. Okay, so next we are getting in a Gojek. Well, we have to walk down, I guess, to the entrance, and then we'll get in the Gojek, and then we'll head back to Uluwatu. Yes. Okay, guys. So that was us. That was them. Where are they? There they are. Behind the tree. There they are. Vishnu and Garuda. We're now heading, gonna get in a Gojek, head back, maybe go to the supermarket on the way. So yeah, we'll just sign off here. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you come down and see all this, definitely worth it.
Yeah, at least for half day, but even could do a whole day.
Yeah.
Calming.
Yeah, for sure. I'd recommend doing it on a non-rainy day, but with clouds.
Yeah, not very hot day as well.
Yeah, because I think if you're walking, because we started sweating a lot just walking around this. I mean, it is like 28, 30 to 30 degrees or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no sunshine. But yeah, in the rain it's a bit annoying. But still really cool. Like we made it, we did it, made it happen. And yeah, like I think throughout the day there's like more performances, so if you want to kind of see, and they're all different, so I'm not sure how many there are in total, maybe 6 to 8 or so. So you know, it might be of interest to kind of stay for longer and see a few of them, spend the day, have some lunch, but that's it for us, from us, for us, to you, to me.
Very happy that we actually decided to come, even though it was raining. It's a really nice adventure.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's always been like, since landing on Seminyak, it's been something that I've always wanted to come and see, and now we've seen it. And yes, it lives up to whatever it is. Lives up to the hype, I guess. Definitely worth the money. So yeah, come on down yourself. And what's coming next, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to be on the next video. So you have to just subscribe to find out. You know, do those things, all those things. Subscribe, like, comment down below, share, and I'll see you on the next one. We may see you on the next one. And until then, keep on drifting.